as automakers brace for 25% tariffs on vehicles and on auto parts made outside the United States.
The new auto import tariffs have just been announced, and they're already shaking up the SUV market in 2025. Whether you're planning to buy your next vehicle this year, or you're just keeping tabs on rising costs, this is something you can't afford to ignore. These tariffs, designed to boost domestic manufacturing, are targeting vehicles made outside the United States, and that means some of the most popular and trusted SUVs on the market are suddenly a lot more expensive. In some cases, buyers are seeing prices increase by $2,000 to $5,000, almost overnight. Today, we're breaking down 12 SUVs that took the biggest hit from these new tariffs. Toyota RAV4. First up, the legendary Toyota RAV4, one of the most recognized and best-selling SUVs of all time. Built primarily in Japan, the RAV4 is now a direct target of the new tariffs. Buyers are seeing up to $3,000 added to the price tag across most trims. That's a big jump for a compact SUV that already edged close to $30,000 in its base form. So what are you paying extra for? Well, you still get Toyota's rock-solid reliability, solid fuel economy, and a hybrid option that many drivers love. But when the price moves into mid-size SUV territory, it's fair to ask, is the RAV4 still a budget-conscious buy? Honda CR-V. Another major player affected is the Honda CR-V. Like the RAV4, it's built in Japan for many U.S. markets. And yes, that means it's hit with a similar import tariff. CR-V prices have gone up by roughly $2,500, depending on the trim. If you're looking at upper trims like the Sport Touring Hybrid, you could be spending closer to $40,000 all in. That's a lot for a vehicle known for practicality and value. Sure, you still get excellent resale value and a smooth ride, but if price was your main reason to buy, it might be time to look around. Hyundai Tucson. From South Korea, the Hyundai Tucson has been praised for offering great tech, comfort, and design at a lower price point. But the tariffs don't care about value, only country of origin. The Tucson is now $2,000 to $2,200 more expensive, and that's putting pressure on its reputation as a value pick. For many buyers, this means downgrading to a lower trim or stretching the budget. The good news? Hyundai's warranty and safety features are still best in class. But the bottom line, that sweet spot of price and features isn't as sweet as it used to be. Fourth, Kia Sportage. Closely related to the Tucson, the Kia Sportage faces the same challenge. It's also Korean-built and shares much of its platform with the Tucson. And with the new import tax, expect a $2,000 to $2,500 price hike across the board. The Sportage has grown in size and refinement in recent years, and the hybrid version was especially attractive for budget-conscious drivers. Now it's edging into territory once reserved for premium brands, still stylish, still feature-rich, but thanks to the tariff, not the bargain it once was. Mazda CX-5. The Mazda CX-5 has carved out a unique space, a premium driving feel at a non-premium price. But in 2025, it's losing some of that edge. Manufactured in Japan, it's hit by the new tariffs, raising the price by $2,500 to $3,000. The CX-5 still handles beautifully, with an interior that rivals some luxury brands. But now that luxury is priced accordingly. At this point, buyers may consider whether it's worth stretching a little further for a European compact luxury SUV or stepping back to a more affordable domestic option. Sixth, Subaru Forester. If you're a fan of rugged simplicity and all-weather confidence, you've probably looked at the Subaru Forester. But heads up, the Forester is another Japanese import facing the full weight of the tariff. The added cost? Around $2,800, more than most of its direct competitors. It's still got fantastic safety scores, standard all-wheel drive, and a loyal customer base. But with the price creeping above $35,000 for well-equipped trims, some buyers may explore other AWD options made in North America. 7. Nissan Rogue. The Nissan Rogue is built in multiple locations, but a large portion of U.S. inventory still comes from Japan, making it tariff eligible. Result? A $2,200 average price increase. That's especially frustrating because the Rogue was often seen as one of the better values in the segment. It offered decent features and good space at a lower cost than its competitors. Now, Not so much. It still drives fine. It still looks the part. But its competitive advantage just took a hit, courtesy of import tariffs. Say Volkswagen Tiguan. European brands aren't safe either. The Volkswagen Tiguan, built in Germany, is now subject to the same tariff rate. The price increase? Nearly $3,000, making it one of the pricier compact SUVs in its class. What do you get for the extra cash? Still a smooth and composed ride, good tech, and that European flair. But with US-built competitors offering similar features for less, the Tiguan's appeal might start to shrink, unless VW shifts more production stateside. BMW X3. For those shopping in the luxury segment, the BMW X3 might already be on your list. But if you were hoping for deals, don't count on it. Imported from Germany, the X3 is now $4,000 to $4,500 more expensive, depending on trim. That's a massive jump, especially when you consider how competitive the luxury market already is. Buyers looking for performance and prestige might still go for it. But if you're on the fence, this new pricing might push you towards something like an Acura or Lexus, assuming they're made in North America. Mercedes-Benz GLC. Another German luxury SUV, the Mercedes-Benz GLC, has also seen a $4,000 plus increase. It's one of Mercedes' best-selling models in the US, and for good reason. But with this new price bump, it's beginning to overlap with higher-tier models from other brands. For many buyers, this means either accepting the higher monthly payment or stepping down to a lower trim. It's still a top-tier SUV in terms of quality, but the cost of ownership just got a lot steeper. 11. Volvo XC60. Here's where it gets tricky. Volvo is a Swedish brand, yes, but many Volvo XC60s are actually built in China. And under the 2025 tariff rules, Chinese-made vehicles face the steepest penalties. The result? XC60 prices have jumped by up to $5,000. That's a major blow to a model that was once viewed as a more affordable luxury option. Safety tech, interior comfort, and brand cachet are still solid, but the value proposition is rapidly eroding. 12th, Genesis GV70. Finally, the Genesis GV70, Korea's answer to European luxury. Critics have praised it for its design, tech, and overall execution. But like the others on this list, it's now facing the heat from tariffs, with prices rising by $3,000 to $4,000. Genesis had been gaining serious ground in the luxury segment, but now that ground might get harder to hold as pricing creeps toward established European rivals. Still a great SUV, but now buyers will be comparing it against models like the Audi Q5 or Lexus RX more directly, purely on price. And there you have it. 12 SUVs hit hard by the 2025 import tariffs. If you're in the market for an SUV this year, it pays literally to check where your vehicle is made. Some of the biggest names in the industry are now thousands of dollars more expensive than they were just months ago. And in many cases, it's not because of upgrades, it's because of policy. The key takeaway? Do your homework, compare carefully, and watch for shifting incentives, because manufacturers may start offering deals to ease the sting of these tariffs. And of course, we'll keep you updated. So if you want to stay ahead of price hikes, incentives, and all the latest in the car market, make sure to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.